Hi pop stars, it's your girl Funnel Pop. Episode 6 is upon us, and I hope you've braced yourselves for all the surprises. In this recap, we'll dive into heart-pairing episode 6, where contract relationships stirred up serious emotional turbulence, and tease what's coming in episode 7. So let's start with the scene that set the tone for the entire episode. Woo-jae and Jaein went out on a date. Jaein and Woo-jae stroll beneath the same Seoul skyline, but you can feel their hearts drifting apart. The cafe should have been cozy, instead, it became a spotlight on how differently they see life. When Jaein gently asks, "What did you paint today?" Woo-jae answers smoothly until she mentions her job. The moment the word lawyer came up, the conversation just dies. No follow-up questions, just silence. Suddenly, the space between them mirrors their emotional distance. Later, Woo-jae makes a joke about confusing Ji-won's book with Jaein's. Oops, big mistake. Jaein laughs and says it's understandable, but there's tension behind that smile. When they each describe their impressions of one another, their responses couldn't be more different. Jaein says, "I can imagine our everyday life," while Woo-jae says, "We have more to talk about now." One sees a future, the other sees a conversation. And that awkwardness only deepens in the car. Woo-jae talks about living in a friendly neighborhood and driving a modest car. He said, "If I lived in Seoul, I'd want something cozy and within budget." That totally contradicts Jaein's pairing book entry where she said, "I want to live near Jamsil." This is a clear sign. Woo-jae's ideal of a simple life clashes with Jaein's dream. She's starting to realize how much she's tried to fit into his version of her. He's projecting his own life onto her, and their value mismatch is becoming impossible to ignore. Now, on to the big twist, 3-day contract dating. Each person picks 2 people to try short-term, trial, relationships, and suddenly, the usual love line flow flips upside down. Jimin and Jaein, up until now, there was distance. But while watching Jaein and Woo-jae, Jimin grew visibly anxious. Then, fate stepped in. Jaein's stomach growled, yup, the famous growl moment, ha ha ha, giving them a chance for one-on-one time. Their chemistry was instant. Their conversation flowed, their rhythm was on point, and then it happened. Jimin musters up the courage, walks straight into Jaein's room and says, "Let's do a contract relationship." Boom! The energy was insane. Even I was screaming. You can't deny the butterflies, OMG. This was bold, this was vulnerable, and totally magnetic. He even told his roommate Chonghwan, stating, "Jaein is my type. I'm not looking at anyone else." That was insane, bro. I can't stop screaming, LOL. That's classic Jimin, folks. His straight-up honesty meets old-school romance just works, ha ha ha. Meanwhile, Chonghwan and Ji-won, who were once the stable comforting pair, are now facing reality. That 15-year age gap is no longer just a number. Chonghwan begins to pull back, questioning whether comfort is enough. But love lines aren't vanishing, they're evolving. Ji-won seems to be catching feelings for Chanhyung after sharing a meaningful dinner with him. And Chonghwan and Chaeyoon are also drawing closer, maybe a new path of their own will be built. In the wings of all this, Chanhyung is quietly winning hearts. When Chaeyoon gets sick, he's the first to step up and care, showing even more of his caring side. Episode 7's preview teases even more shakeups. The new contract pairing shows fresh emotional tests and some serious line crossing. The lovers' experiment will begin. Hanul admits, "I never imagined we'd have to do this contract relationship," sounding excited. Jimin, ever confident, tells his partner, "It's only 3 days, but let's make it feel real." Chonghwan says, "Let's focus only on each other and not worry about the others," sealing it with a playful pinky promise. Jaehyun and her partner, which clearly is Jimin, considering this is Jimin's coat, also took a photo booth picture together. She looked so happy, laughing and posing with heart shapes. Jimin and his date share dinner, where he leans in and teases, "So, I'm your boyfriend now, right?" Hanul warms up, linking arms with her partner and saying, "Be my boyfriend." Changhwan continues to bond with his partner, their connection quietly growing stronger. It seems he will get a chance to go on a date with Ji-won. The contract relationships may be temporary, but the feelings? Maybe not. My first prediction still stands, so please check out that video if you're curious about it. What are your predictions for the contract pairings? Clear visuals are in the trailer, lol. Share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, hit the like button and subscribe if you want more content like this. Bye.